for this, G, yeah? Come on, man, born ready. Okay. Boom. Big Shack. Out a snake. Scoop no. Rat no. Usna. Out the girl them as well. Boom. You get me?
I'm in love with the
raw sauce.
I'm in love with the
raw sauce. Your girl knows I got the sauce. No ketchup.
I'm in love with the
raw sauce.
I'm in love with the
raw sauce.
I'm in love with the
raw sauce. Your girl knows I got the sauce. No ketchup.
I'm in love with the
raw sauce. 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths. Everyday man's on the block. Smoke trees. See your girl in the park. That girl is a uckers.
Yeah, that is just.
Quack, quack, quack. You man were ducking.
That beat is just.
Not as good as the Caillou Trap remix, though.
No, man. Why'd you have to bring that out? I know. Why'd you have to bring that out?
Damn. Because it's fucking fire.
Damn.
It's fire.
Man. Oh! Somebody's listening.
Because it's fucking fire.
Oh, hello.
Thanks, D.
Yeah, well, just for that, we'll do some. I just wanted to play it to get it in his head.
Caillou.
Fuck Caillou. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's Plumes of Hazard. Let me tell my flux to relax so I don't look like I am Phil Bastardo tanned. Oh, there we go. It's a lot better. Wow. Welcome. I'm Math09. To whoever's watching, it's probably just the aliens by now.
Your shirt is
my co-host
flux.
and the NSA. I'm directing air traffic control traffic today. I was actually, working on the road. I was holding a little sign that just says stop, slow, and then go.
Asado mojado.
These are my co-hosts. We have the Angstful Vapor.
Oh, fuck. You went to me first? All right, sorry. Here. Slanjava, everyone.
Gotta get you. And someone who is just Ahmed Fubaka.
Someone who's just Ahmed
Fubaka.
Actually, I'm Caillou.
Nowhere close to was annoying.
Did you get a new chair?
Me?
Yeah, that back, that
high back.
I've had this thing for like a long I decommissioned the big timer chair a while ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had this thing for.
I think your room's brighter this week than it has been. I think
that's what it is, so we could see it. That's
actually, you know what it was. I think my exposure is up a notch on my my camera because I don't have any more light in here than I have previous.
Yeah,
you can see a USPS priority envelope there.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And that's the do not bend sticker right here.
And it's bent.
No, it's not. There's cardboard inside of it.
I had to get a new license plate in the mail after so many years. They're now sent them out, and I don't know if it's a combination of the new plates being thin as shit because they're getting cheap, or I think that's part of the problem, but. Fucking mailman just stuffed that son of a bitch in the mailbox, and it was like, I get it, and it's like, like put it on the thing table. It's like, damn, man.
I stored it and powder coat it.
Dude, how awesome would that be if I just take the numbers off and just fucking powder coat it? Oh, I'd get a ticket so fast.
You get Opalaka. That's it. You get sent to Opalaka.
I could just mask all of it off and just have something, because ours has got the orange on the center, the Florida orange, and I could just mask everything off and just make the orange like Uranus or something on it. You know, black hole.
They did that. Didn't somebody do that a few years ago?
I think they did sticker or something like that.
They used the orange like loves oral or like they used the oranges.
Yeah.
And they spell something dirty.
I believe it.
Whoa, hold on. Addy Tooney just said, I got some A1 and I'm going to make some crazy coils for you guys. What?
Oh, I thought you were talking about steak sauce for a second. I'm like,
so too.
Get that
I was
shit
waiting.
out of your
I was waiting for Anksy to blow a freaking coronary there for a minute.
Yeah, well, I would be if you was talking about steak sauce. You don't do that to freaking meat.
New York City.
Not okay. Not okay. Dude, that would be awesome. Just make it a 0.4 or 0.38 to 0.4. Be perfect. Perfect. Meganox said that new Florida plates are made of shit tin.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I'm assuming they're Chinesium.
No, I'm not making license plates. Yes, I'm wearing the high-vis shirt, but no, I'm not making license plates. If I was making license plates, it would be orange. So, no.
Well, just your vest or whatever might be that color.
I don't have any numbers. Nothing. No.
Florida State Penitentiary.
Okay, wait. Just to make sure, show us you're not wearing dirty tan boots.
No. I wear this because I go walking or in the afternoons around the neighborhood, and old people in Florida will run your ass over. So
I believe that.
Now you have a big fucking yellow blob walking around. You know, if I'm pushing my kid on the cart, I want to make sure that they see me. So.
Oh shit! Hello to Shane Hammond. Are you back from the sticks? Are you back from the bush?
From the bush
for like 2 or 3 weeks straight. Bow hunting, that boy is. Bow hunting.
Speaking of bow hunting, did you see the gif of the guy bow hunting a bear? And
I did.
He just shits his pants when he sees the bear and goes, and the arrow goes like straight down, and then the bear fucking attacks him. Yeah.
Did you see the full video?
No.
So the full video's got like an extra like 20 seconds at the end, and it's him picking the camera up and running and going, oh fuck, that was close. Apparently the bear just like checked him, like it's charged at him, checked him, and kept running.
I don't know which one's worse, that one or the one where the mom's with the cub and fucking hauls ass halfway up the tree.
Yeah, dude.
That is instant shit yourself moment.
No doubt. At least it's a black bear because they don't tend to be as aggressive.
Oh, we're about to do that in the tree stand when the thing comes up. He's like,
he's
like this. He's like,
oh fuck you.
Yeah, you know, I tell you what, there's nothing. I mean, at least he could see where the bear was. I was hunting in upstate New York a few years back, and it was shoddy only, and you can't be carrying a handgun, nothing in the freaking coyotes up there. Those fuckers are big. They're big. I mean, they are bigger than 80-90 pound dogs. And you see their tracks in the mud, and it looks like a fucking it's a big ass wolf.
Yeah, they look like
and those
like that down here too. So some of them are scrawny and little, and some of them are fucking big.
When you're out there at like 4 in the morning, sun's not up yet, and you hear this fucking howling. Yeah, you better hope that I mean, at least, right? Yep. Yeah, at least I have no. These fuckers were like,
maybe like trail's not hot.
Fucking, it sounded like
trail's not hot.
For a second, I thought that the fucking Terminator, fucking what's his name?
T-1000.
No. From not Terminator. I'm thinking of the wrong Arnold movie. I'm thinking of nope. Let's see if chat picks it up. Fuck.
Kindergarten Cop.
Predator. Yeah. Not a Duma. Predator opens up its fucking jaws.
Wait, Squids. It's Dave DeVito, right?
Stop it, DeVito. Yeah. Stop it.
Stop it.
But yeah, that's what it sounded like. The Predator fucking opening its jowls, and kind of sounds like when Corey used to stuff those pancakes in his mouth back in the day. Fucking unhinges the bottom, the top, and then the middle opens up, and he just
I've got that video somewhere. I've got a video somewhere.
It's like a snake swallowing a whole animal.
Listen. I was like this. me and Chuff were sitting down there, and I was like,
I was sitting there watching with Chuff. I was like,
I was still in bed when that happened. I was so mad I missed that.
how? I didn't even. He did it so fast. He took the three or four pancakes, folded them, and just went in one down his gullet.
Why?
I'm like,
well, he like jammed one with a fork, like just off center, like hit his lips, and then folded it once, and then did this little twist thing, and it was in quarters.
You know what that is,
right in.
Dude? That is competitive eater shit right there.
It was amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
That is something only a competitive eater would know.
I don't even know if a competitor. I mean, it's just like he just.
Because they make a hot dog disappear. They just 2 bites like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, pancakes, yo.
Like that little Kobayashi guy or whatever. He's like 90 pounds soaking wet, and he's just inhaling hot dogs at Nathan's.
Yeah, you didn't see him do the. And then he did the Wendy's too.
Well, but those guys, they'll dip it in the water and all the shit. He didn't do none of that. He just fold. It reminded me of
he had maple syrup. He had maple syrup on drip.
What was that fucking thing you did in school where you folded the paper in fours and you opened and went like yeah. So he did that shit with fucking pancake. You grabbed them, folded.
Blue, BLUE.
Yeah.
What did we get? Eat me.
Gullet. Open gullet. Down the and gone.
Open your mouth.
That's how you fold. I think there's a technique in folding them. But
he did have to get it lubed up with syrup first, I think.
I think the syrup was already in his mouth.
It's possible. Just run like a
pre-coated
drip of syrup up the nose and down the throat, so you can like get it all.
Yeah, so he's basically he's snorting the syrup to coat.
Pre-coated.
Coat down here so it slides.
That's right.
Electric.
Yeah, no, Shane says he hunts grizzlies with bow.
Jesus Christ.
Every year. Fuck that.
That's just...
I mean, I'd do it, but I'd have a gun.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you get to freaking bring your gun where you're hunting grizzlies at? I assume it's Alaska, so...
Yes, he's in Alaska, yeah.
That's just crazy.
You can he's hunting woolly mammoths up there, man. He's on some shit.
What if he's the Yeti? The old Yeti's up there.
Those little aluminum tumblers you use?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
One just falls out of the sky. Bing.
When I was on my trip this last weekend, I saw a storefront. It was a Yeti storefront, but I don't think it was I think it was just a corporate reseller kind of place. I was hoping it would be the original, but I think the originals are down south on the coast, if I remember right.
Of what?
Yeti.
Oh yeah, that's Texas.
Mm-hmm. I want to say it's like Port Aransas or something. Port A down there.
Here is. Let me move this up a little bit so we can see it. Here is the. Oh, actually, wow. Okay, so here's the GIF that we are.
Oh, cool.
Talking about.
I got you. Click when you're ready.
All right, here we go. I just want to make sure we get the whole screen here. All right, so I don't know if this is a video or not. It looks like a video, but here we go. And the bear's like doot 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 doot.
He's got the whole
shit. Oh shit!
Fuck me,
Jesus Christ! What in the fuck, dude? Like right there. Why aren't you pulling back now and being like?
Well, he was walking down the road. So in the video that I saw, he was walking down the road and he saw it way down there in that depression.
This is the best part right here. Hang on. Watch he's trying to hit it with the arrow.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, I'm a bear.
Correct, indeed.
Anyways.
What
you vaping on?
One sec, my hands are cold. I said my hands are cold. I have some.
Man's not hot.
Man's definitely not hot. Man is brick as fuck. I have some Fuju in the Jank Squonk with the Droga.
That white is really breaking in there, isn't it?
It's been a thing of the past for some weeks now. Probably about a month at this point. There's that. You got some Foos Gold and the R's, Addy. R's. From Anakin. The Anakin R's from Bizardo. It's on the fuck is this thing? The Chroma. Got Foos Gold in here. Yeah, and we got a lot today. Limo, Narda, Kraka of Rails. Thanks, Steve.
For me this week, I've mostly been vaping on the Limelight Freehand. Rail cracker inside, Haku on top, Omen tip. That's what I vape on most always. My trip, I took 5 Sony 5As. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, actually. That's fine. So I took that. The other thing I took was, of course, the Built Box Road 4. Inside of here, I've got the Exoset by Hellfire and Abolishment, as always. And I also have the little Easy Watt, just because it's funny, with having a 24mm tank on top. The Aries, or R's, as Fubaka is calling it, with a teeny tiny little Omen top on top. And there's Abolishment in this too, but it's not Abolishment 3mg, which is what I usually vape. This is ish. This is it's got a little extra nick involved because this is a ostensibly a mouth filling addy. But I think we'll chat about that a little bit. But it seems like it's working pretty good. It literally got in here like an hour ago. I haven't had much time with it yet at all, but there it is. Master, what did you vape today if you're not vaping now?
I was vaping all mass tea today. I was gonna see, what did you say you set up the Aries?
Yep.
Okay, so did you use the coils that it came with?
Nope.
See, I haven't set it up yet because I'm debating whether people who buy this, who are paying under $40 for the Addy, will actually build themselves their own coil or use the built-in coil. So I'm wondering if I should test this with the built-in coil, but I'm scared.
I don't ever use those the stuff that comes with.
Yeah,
coils and whatnot that come with it.
I'm just wondering, if you're going to give this, a good thorough review, I think using the built-in stuff, because I think a lot of people use the built-in, or the
supply
either
coil.
The wire, right? Because there's the supply coils and the wire that comes with it, and the cotton. So
and they send you a bunch of wire in there too.
It's been a formality.
Yeah. There's quite a bit of wire in there too. So.
I mean, I feel like it's been a formality with RTAs, especially for a while. Like the Billow V3, I think, came with coils. The 2.5 came with coils.
Yeah.
Circuit Mini, I don't think did, but
I'm just wondering. I think I don't know. I think with the price point, I think people might be inclined to use the stuff that it comes with. I don't know. So I'm wondering if
this is. I mean, to me, this would be more so like a tank I would recommend to people who like tanks already, or because this would be a good first RTA. Because
so Anxie, did you notice the hidden Phil and Dimitri engraving?
Yeah,
actually, yeah.
Talk about it later.
The boxing is that. Do you want to? Okay, we talk about that later.
Oh no, we talk about it now. That's fine.
Okay,
yeah.
So if you see, let me get a little bit of a focus on. So this is the box. They sent us two. Actually, thank you very much, Dwayne, by the way, for having sent over. So this is I opened the stainless one. So if you see, you open this up, and there's a picture of
oh wait, hold on, I clicked on you.
Okay. I back it up a little bit, Ahmed. Oh my god.
Okay, so
so we have this is some cholo. This is Guy Fieri.
It looks like Kid and Play.
Shit.
So this
Hold
comes.
on. Like I gotta just without the.
You need to.
This is funny enough as it is. I mean, that's
I know.
hilarious.
What is?
Look at this adorable man over here. Look at that guy.
What's wrong with? I mean, Phil looks okay, but what's wrong with Demi, man? He looks like he's got
looking a little
cancer.
rough in that sketch.
I mean, look at his face. I mean, he's like, oh my god.
It doesn't even really look like him.
You like that little surprise? You like that little surprise there, didn't you?
I did.
Phil,
It was.
Phil's
Sorry,
like,
back on you.
I
Feels like-
I was opening it up to build, and I saw that, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" There's a Sharpie on my desk. So.
that was great.
Right,
Anyway,
so-
Matt, you want to finish the unboxing because I ran my trick play.
Sure. We'll bring it over here and
You got a handy Mazzy? I can do if you want.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just bringing the camera.
There's actually this nice little scribe.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a nice touch.
Okay,
Well,
so
I'm already going to deduct points for a lack of Jimith artwork on an Inokin product.
So when you pop it open, like he just showed, here's the back of the box. It's got your Inokin, check your scratch and sniff dealio. I get a kick out of this, and I just noticed it's on this box, but can you see the pregnant woman there?
Oh, look at that. Nice.
Yeah, she's kind of cute.
Yeah, if you're into that. Sale only allowed in the United States.
That's probably because it holds more than 2 milliliters.
Well, I guess anybody who's a dad is actually have to be technically into that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Literally.
literally. So I did open the silver one also, and here it's got Chihulu's signature, and I don't know why Phil signed like this. I thought the penis signature was way better. But anyways, so there's the outside. You get again. I mean, if you didn't know already, Phil and Dimitri's Chihulu, and then this is a thank you card, and then you have a QR code there on the back for additional and more detailed information. I'm sure there's some funny stuff on there. You can scan that one. You have the Faces of Death on there, and you pop this guy open, and there's more under the tray with the little heart for that man love. And you got this thing. I don't even know what this thing does. Whatever. We don't care about that. There's your box. Your area is nice, and underneath you have all the shit that falls out of the bottom. You have Japanese organic cotton, pre-built 1-ohm Canthal coils, and 1 meter of 26 gauge Canthal wire. Okay. There you go. And now you have in here, you have replacement smoked glass tank, okay, extra colored O-rings, and a curved drip tip. And if we open this guy up, here's what's in it. You got your cock rings and your drip tip. And your
I
smoke.
noticed the tank was smoked. I didn't take it out of the.
Smoke, not glass, plastic.
Oh, is
Okay.
it plastic? Good.
Yeah.
I guess that
Oh,
makes
wait. Yeah. No, I think it's glass.
Well, actually, I could make Foos Gold somehow look darker.
Yeah.
I think it's glass.
Put it back
Actually,
up,
I'm
man.
pretty sure it's glass.
Put it back
Pretty
up,
sure
Med.
Darkness is.
Darkness is.
Darkness is.
And then the most awaited thing: replacement flat screwdriver, dual use screwdriver, Phil's build tool, Dimitri's build tool. Now we had a lot of people asking about this. I'm going to show you fresh out of the package.
Don't lose the screws.
This is Dimitri's. See, it says right there.
Tiny little tool.
Yep, Dimi's build tool.
Focus you. There it is.
There you go. As you can see, it's got grooves on that side,
Ribbed
Left
for
hand and right
this
hand.
side, and there's a right and a left hand threaded. Then there is Phil's build tool. Okay. And in this one, you have a 2.5 mil and 3 millimeter. There you go, Phil's build tool. One on each side. You have these screws that are like rounded and flathead. And actually, I saw that Phil made a post about the delay on this, and it's because it had issues with the screws. Do you know what that was?
I don't. I don't.
So if anybody in chat, and then you have the screwdriver. It's got multi tips on it. You got a flathead and a Phillips. And it's got like a ground down Phillips. So
yeah.
And then, but not last but not least, you got the small instructions. Okay. That open up telling you how to get everything apart and how to set everything up, how to fill it, and your different air holes. All right.
Yep. So I've had literally a few minutes to draw on this thing. I don't like the fact that it's 24 millimeter because that means it doesn't fit on any of my mods, with the exception of the Chroma A. Fits great on there. I put it on this because why not? But I'm actually pretty surprised. I will go ahead and say that I think this is the nicest atomizer that Anakin's made. And I'm not sure if it's because you can rebuild it yourself that I think that, or the fact that it's just made better. But so far, so good. I think it's good.
Very cool.
It'll take it'll take a while to test it, for sure. But I will say that if you dial it down to that smallest air hole with a fatty like a 3 millimeter build, it's a pretty good mouth lock.
Now, did you notice if you close off all the air, okay, no there, none here, it feels like an old school like Cardo? It
feels like an old. I didn't try drawing it with no.
Yeah, close everything. Don't fire it. Close everything out.
I did that as well.
So there's still air getting in, but
yeah, that's not vapable.
No, it's not vapable. But I'm just saying it's
smooth.
Why would you? Told you not to do it. Is your top piece? Does it flow good from one side to the other?
It's a little. It's better when you get some e-liquid on it.
Okay.
It was a little sticky at first, but it cleans up real well.
Because I saw that there is liquid on it, but and here we'll pop the, since Anksy's got his built. So the bottom you basically remove this piece here.
Yeah.
And that comes out. Okay. And there's your top piece there. And you can
look at how diffused that is, Matthew.
Diffused
as fuck.
Airflow.
And by that, we make a joke, but that's actually like properly diffused airflow. Yep. It's the coils like that.
Pretty much.
Correct.
I'm liking this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got all these mixed emotions because you know how I feel about Anakin tanks in general, but this is not an RTA. This is not a coil tank. It's built nice. I like it so far. I mean, I've been using it for only like an hour.
So my big thing about it so far is the fact that you've got, let me zoom in real quick, close-ups. There's a big gap. You can see my wick just poking out right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's a large gap between that and the bottom.
Yep, that's one of the things that we talked about when we showed the pictures.
Yeah. So far it's fine because, well, I haven't gotten down that low in this first tank yet, but that is a little concerning to me to see how well it's going to wick. Because remember, I mean, and William agrees, I know, that we think when you build an RDTA, wicking it short is best because you're tilting it already at your face hole anyway, and it's going to get those wet. I think it'll be okay. I think, and I do as opposed to an RDTA, which tend to be higher than this. This at least is pretty far down. I think it's going to be all right. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, but the draw is pretty good. I mean, I don't like the 24 millimeter thing. Putting on this mod, this thing is actually very top heavy because this thing is light. But I have, granted, I have OG Foos Gold in here, and it's, as I was telling Angsty before we went live, it's tarnished a little. It doesn't taste as full as it once did. But this thing's vaping pretty good so far. It's wicking pretty good. I haven't had any spitting or dryness or.
You know what I'm wondering? You know what I'm wondering too, Angsty, is if there's a way, I don't know if you can do it or not, to take this further apart.
You should be able to, well, if it's like most of the Anakin tanks, you should be able to take that airflow ring and pull it down and get it off. No. While you work on that, I was going to answer a question. Slot is good, says he's asking if the Hexone DNA is a 24. I don't know, but I assume the Hexone DNA 24 is built still roughly around the G-Box dimensions, and like this, like the Duke right here. And that is a 24 millimeter plate on top. It looks like there's plenty of room. Yeah, it's got to be at least 24 millimeter there. So yes, I would assume that's probably the case. Were you able to get that off?
No, there's no movement on the ring, but I'm going to take the positive pin out and see what it does.
Kyle banned Sarah Phillips for adult dating for sex. Check out my profile.
I want to get a screen cap of it because I was laughing at it in here, and then he fucking was like, "No, Kyle, god damn it!"
You can view the deleted message though, Ahmed.
I can. I see that because I'm next level.
Yeah.
So I took the positive pin out, and
Michael Blem is asking, it would look nice in a gold color. Are there other colors? I don't know that there are. I thought, as far as I know, there's just the two, black and stainlessly color. But that's why they give you the different colored O-rings on there to kind of match it up to your other things.
Saved it as Sarah. That's the file name on my desktop.
Churros, can't believe the Plumes were on the high trend. So here's the thing. Every now and then we do try to get a hold of some less expensive stuff because people have historically griped at us that we only vape shit.
Yeah, seriously, it's like a $40 tank. And we also talk about the dearth of like legit mouth-to-lung stuff on the market.
Huh.
And two of the most aforementioned mouth-to-lung snobs that I know, and I have super high expectations for this tank, and I'm liking it so far.
To answer his next question, I think Ahmed already said this, but if he didn't, yes, Anakin did send these along. They do occasionally send us some things about them.
And mind you, Duro, if you've ignored like my last fucking I don't know how many Anakin tank reviews that were also kickbacks, I took a giant heaping shit on them. So
I can't take this thing apart. I can't get it apart.
I don't know.
Mods are great though.
That's the thing about Anakin is their mods are historically almost always really good.
Yeah,
and their tanks have almost always been.
And it feels weird because I like an Anakin tank for once, for fuck's sake. Because it does. I feel like part of the reason is because it doesn't have a coil system.
I think that's at least part of the reason, but it is well made. And to be honest, the last tank that they sent with these little guys, wherever the hell they went, with the chromer, that was the best one I've seen yet. But it's still cottony and not the best as far as tanks go. The mod's great.
Anakin getting serious airtime. Yeah, they're the only ones who send us shit. So thank you, Anakin. Sorry for having shit to talk about, Duro.
Well,
on games guy.
Put the shit back in because.
Actually, you know what? Just to continue that along, how about we talk about this? How about we share my screen? I'm going to share this page.
Let's talk about the lift, Angsty.
Yeah. Well, I was actually gonna beat that to the punch and talk about this thing, the Bastion.
They're putting out a squanker.
The lift box. The world's first siphon system mod. And what that is kind of like that lift that we talked about a little while back. It's kind of like that built into a mod, which is weird, but all right.
But why?
Yeah, it's like a squonk sort of mod kind of thing. Sure.
But why?
Okay. I don't. this is as much as I know about it. I Googled it. The Vaporel.com came out. Oh, Lord have mercy. Stop it. Oh, look at that menu. That's terrible.
That was fucking awful.
Right? Anyway, so I think it looks like it's $50. Now, that does go right along, though, with the lift thing that Ahmed was just referring to, which so far, not... I thought it was really cool as a concept. Haven't had a whole lot of luck with it so far. So I've got it built here with the DJ LSB's.
Remember, this is what we're talking about right
here. Yeah. And this is what it looks like when it's set up on a mod. So it turns a bottom feeding atomizer. It basically gives it a tank, and you can run it on a non-squonking mod. And the idea is, as you inhale, it uses part of that negative pressure in here to draw up some liquid from here and kind of automatically squonk it as you go. It's got some air holes here, so you can adjust how much air is allowed in through here.
And it pulls air in through this part right here.
Yeah. Let me click on you for a minute. That's fine. So that thing is not. I haven't had it work reliably so far quite yet. What it does do when it's full and it's set up right, and you occasionally kind of like not dry hit it, but you kind of cover your Addy's holes and give it a little
decarb it,
a little carb action there. It does seem like it works better that way. I have not had 100% reliability of having it work perfectly every time. I'll put it that way. But it's neat. That's the thing that I think about it. I think it's neat. It's neat to see something a little bit different coming on the market. And there's going to be some kinks. There's going to be some kinks on the road to new stuff. And I think that's a neat idea. I'm going to keep playing with it, see if I can get it to work better. But right now, I'm not sold on it. Not quite yet. But maybe with a whole mod, maybe it would be different. Maybe it'd be easier to carb it or something. But that might make sense. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe fuck yourself.
Yeah. Somebody did say on Reddit that they were liking it and they got it to work really well. I'm wondering if I have really thick e-liquid in there, and I do because there's Railcracker in there, and that's thick as shit.
Dude. Speaking of which, actually, I told you this. Railcracker is so fucking thick.
How thick is it?
That when I took off the top of my bottle and laid it down, you normally, like with your 70-30s and 80-20s, it's going to a little bit will dribble out. Aside from that little bit that was physically touching the juice, that's all that ended up on the paper towel. It stayed in the fucking tubing.
That's right.
It is thick. 3 C's. 3 C's we give it.
William says the road to innovation is a kinky road. Check. That's about right. I think that's a fair statement.
Oh, as a retort to
huh?
Never mind.
Never mind.
Wow. Stop you in your tracks.
Yeah. All right. So I have not done that yet. I have talked about that. We did talk about that.
That's the show. Thanks, guys. See you. Bye.
Yeah, later, jerks. I do have something funny to show you that I got in a couple of weeks ago, and I've kind of been like testing it before I mentioned it here on the show. Would you like to see it? You got some sultry music, Masty?
Yep.
Something sexy. Put something sexy on for us.
Something sexy. Hang on, because I gotta. I swear, I don't know where the fuck. It shoots over to my my other screen for some reason, and then it just sits there and bonks at me. All right, hang on. Sultry music. Oh boy, I don't know, XD. Go ahead. I mean, for you, I would want to play some Deliverance, but I don't know.
If you need to look for a minute, then I'll do something else. You need a second to look?
Yeah. Give me a second.
I do have something else that came in. I'll knock some stuff over real quick. So you remember that we used to have another friend here on the show, right? something.
Was it one time ago? Yeah.
Yeah. He since he basically doesn't vape anymore, he still really vapes, but he was cleaning off his desk and he sent me something down that he had made a year or two ago or something, and he doesn't use it anymore. So he sent it to me. I didn't even know it was coming. But he sent me that inlaid thing that he had commissioned a while back, which is really cool. It's got some juice stains, kind of, real world lived in, lots of drip tips. Anyway, I don't even know what the hell I'm going to use this for because I've got like one or two mods that I use, period. And I don't change drip tips or atomizers ever. And if I did, they're bottom feeding atomizers, so they would just get on here and stuff. So, this was really useful probably when we all vape tanks or drippers, regular drippers.
You know what you can do now? So you see the smaller holes, the smaller holes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 4 of those, you cut around them. That's about the diameter of a Coke can. I'd say you got about. Yes, I'd say you have about 2 holes where the smaller ones are, and you could probably get about 3 where the bigger ones are.
Maybe that might be true.
So you can put your empties there,
stack them,
and then the front one with the square, you cut out like the biggest circle, like the most recessed one for the one you're currently drinking.
Yes, that's exactly what I do.
Cool.
All right, Massey, if you can't find the song, that's fine.
No, I have the song. Just stop.
Oh, okay. So I was just going to say thanks. You're not going to watch the show.
Did you see my suggestion in chat?
Yes, that's what I'm going to play.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Let him take his time finding that one.
So I know he's not going to watch the show, but I still want to say publicly thank you to Sean. It's really cool. If nothing else, maybe I'll hang it on the wall or something. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's still cool, whatever it is.
Sign it and give it away.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go. Bringing it up. Go
ahead.
Oh, you're playing the actual song?
Yeah. Why not? You said to.
I got a purple pillow. So we all joked about that whole purple thing a while back, about the killer dust and all that shit, right? My wife purchased for me.
Okay, no. We're not playing this while he's talking about his wife.
Well, I thought that was the whole point.
No, I didn't know you were going to talk about your wife when it's going. I'm not doing that. No,
hey,
I will not.
Probably kick your ass.
I will not.
The other thing that's really funny too is that they do send you these little jiggly things in here, which is kind of weird.
Cup holder.
Yeah, that's.
Notice it's got no white dust on it. They wash those.
No white dust on these, and it's got like this purple.
Chinese foam dust.
Yeah. So the funny thing about it is I have to. We've got on our bed. We have one of those memory foam toppers or whatever you can buy. So the bed's super squishy, which is great. What the problem is, I'm not a small person and I've got big shoulders. So when I lay on my side, I sink into the bed, which is why I got it, right? Because otherwise, like a firm bed hurts my shoulders and hurts my neck. But I sink into it enough to where I hurt my neck the other way when I'm laying on a thick pillow. And this pillow is fucking like that thick. It's really, really thin, but it's very supportive at that width. So when I lay down, my spine's actually straight, and she says I've been snoring less. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
because you're not.
Yeah, I'm not. My head's not cranked to one side or the other, which is pretty cool. It's so if you unzip the thing, and I didn't bring the pillow in here, but if you unzip the little the container thing, you put a pillowcase on the outside of it, but like there's like an inner one. If you unzip it and look at it, it's got these weird how to say this PG.
Wait, hang on.
Does it ban
say it again? Yeah, say it.
Yeah.
Say it.
It's got these little labia-looking lip things.
Oh!
I showed it to my mother, who came.
Oh God!
My mom went.
Let me get the banjos real quick. Hold up.
It was really, really funny.
Roast beef sandwiches for lunch.
So the problem is it's made up of all these weird little feathery things, and it's really heavy. So it's only like that thick, and it's the size of a king pillow. So like it doesn't feel like it can support its own weight because it's so floofy. Anyway, I don't really like that, right? I'd like to be able to take the pillow and move it around if I wanted to, and not worry about breaking or ripping
it. Please go get your vagina pillow. I need to see this now. Me and Ahmed, please go. The
worst part is purple.
Me and Ahmed will talk first. Just go. Just turn your screen black. Please go get your vagina pillow. I am not ending the show until you go get your vagina pillow. Go get it.
I end the show when I
no.
No, see, you know what? You're not going to edit for another 68 seconds while you go run upstairs.
Run, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. We'll talk for a second. We got to talk about something.
Anyways. Yeah, if the kids aren't in bed, then get in your way. Fucking smack.
Oh, can you imagine? He's going to go right in there. He's going to grab the pillow, and his wife's going to be like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, they're calling it a vagina pillow." Ah!
Yeah, dude, those things must hurt to get hit with. That's saying, like, if the kid's getting his way, he's coming back to his death. Got my way. Look out my way.
Pillow fight. You end up sending somebody to the wall. You get the good old purple vagina to the face.
Yeah, fucking my pillow poppers. More fun than a regular pillow fight.
I tell you what, somebody watching this show, they're gonna be like, "What just happened?" Someone. They probably don't play it in vape shops anymore because we don't really vape. We're not a vaping show, but if they do, we apologize for the following content. So
smooth transition. You should have done the fucking Dumb and Dumber when he sprays it off to the side.
No, because then that shit would have blown into my face.
Oh yeah, that probably won't feel good.
No. Oh, he's back. Should we give you some more?
We got a very special pillow on deck tonight.
I'm trying to figure out how to show it to you.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
You can see what I mean? It's not very thick. Okay?
Oh!
Hold on. Oh, shit. Yeah, I click it myself so you can see it.
Did your finger get stuck in it?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and you can't really pull this thing back very much. It's just kind of,
Wow.
It's weird. It's weird.
When he lays his head on it, it's like.
Wait, where's Bam when you need him? Just the. I can feel it. I can feel vagina pillow, baby.
That's very interesting. So
Flavor Pro Jennifer Jarvis said, "I'm curious if the pillow's good. If the mattress is good, I don't know. But my wife thought it might be good. It's like $100 pillow. So I imagine the bed's pretty expensive. I don't know. Weird.
Did it come folded up in that sack?
Yeah, it was like rolled into that little duffel bag thing.
So you have to unroll it and fluff it?
It came pre-fluffed.
Oh.
It wasn't like one of those like Tempur-Pedic mattress toppers or whatever that you unrolled. It's got to like inflate. Nah, it's like I said, it's like dense. It's heavy.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, is it cool?
It's surprisingly cool. Yeah, it's not hot.
Because I know that's one of the things that they the men's not hot, but that's one of the things that they advertise is
pillowcase off. Men's not cool.
Pillowcase off.
Pillowcase never off.
Don't take the cover off. Yeah. So it's weird, but the one thing I was going to mention is the fact that when you sink in, it is the right width to support one's head if you've got a soft mattress. I think if I had a firm mattress, I would hate it because it would be
you have to be able to sink in. Right.
So I just thought that was a useful piece of information. If anybody's got super soft mattress and you're having either back problems or snoring problems, that something thin but supportive might help you like that.
I see in chat they're talking about the mattress, but I'm down with a vagina head, vagina bed. I wonder if regular mattresses, 8 to 10 years, about lifetime for them. Swap them out. I wonder what the replacement cycle is on
something like that
$1,600 mattress.
Yeah.
Because you would think, what happens to normal mattresses is, like ours, we have a waterproof cover on it, because if you've ever seen the shit that gets into a mattress, not liquid, talking about dry stuff.
Yeah, just skin flakes and fucking whatever, right?
You can keep your mattress, rolling good for a while if you do that. But anyways, the mattresses compress over time. So
Scott said that's probably a giant anus instead. I don't know if the mattress. I feel like the mattress was made more like that little demo disc thing. I think it's more of like a gritty kind of pattern. If I remember the commercials that I've seen.
Yeah.
Some would argue a 1,600 vagina bed is quite a bargain.
In a larger sense.
In a larger sense.
Somebody's paid more for some vagina in bed. Well,
Jesus.
Hopefully it was top tier, non-purpled vagina.
Horses for courses and all that.
Yeah, hopefully re-wicked your Addy for you.
Yikes.
I saw a meme about that with that what's that whole big EA blow up with Battlefront or whatever.
Oh yeah, yep.
But all the whole pay to play, pay to win kind of thing or whatever. That it was something like there was like these two hookers and like a sack of Coke. It's like $1,600 for this and $2,500 to win this game.
Yes, I know. I saw that. I know exactly which meme you're talking about. I actually saw this one today. Maximize you.
Hell, I once paid half of all the shit I own for one. Live and learn. I did too.
You see those?
What was that I made? Hold on. There you go. That's good. I haven't seen that one.
That was from I saw that this morning.
That's good. All right, talking about that. Yeah, we're just knocking these things out.
Vaginas
Purple
and beds
pillow.
and paying for vaginas and...
Oh, that's something we could talk about real quick. So, a little while back, I think this was 2 shows ago, not including
before you go into that, since we're doing the funny stuff, can you tell me? Oh, is it gonna play? Yeah, it's gonna play. Hang on 1 second. Let's see.
Did you go away?
No, click on me. Can you explain this? You ready?
There you go.
There it goes. What is going on?
What?
What the hell's...
Okay, and that looks like her younger brother flipping her off. And it's like...
I don't understand. Why the call have no door? She takes a drink. She fucking whap, 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 whap. See ya!
She ruins her
and
roof.
goes down.
Apparently she's an early childhood development major.
Okay, sorry, Anxie, for cutting you off.
Oh, no.
Only in Florida. I didn't record that video.
Was that in Florida?
It's my neighbor.
Not as good, though.
And then a pig.
And then a pig.
Go ahead, Anxie.
So I think it was like 3 weeks ago that somebody asked me about the little mod that I'm using right here. And then the 2 weeks ago, I went to go say what it was. And then we got diverted on one of our rabbit trails, probably with a funny video like the lady rolling down the roof. And I completely forgot to answer that person's question. And then I had it on my notes to talk about this week. So I did want to mention it real quick. This is one of the last non-squonky things that I bought It is a DNA. I think is a 60. Is it a 60 or just a 40? I forget. Obviously, I don't ever use that much power. I think it's just a 40 big screen. Yeah, just a 40 big screen. But it's a little mod made out of stab wood from Korea. And it's really, really small. In fact, it's so small. How small is it? It's so small that an 18650 actually needs a little bit of extra room on top for you to get it in here. So that's how small this guy is. Here's a 650 RAM. Yeah. So that's how big this little guy is. It's really, really tiny. It's and that's really all it is to it. It's really well made. The stainless top and bottom plates are gapless. And the wood's really nice. They've got lots of different ones available. Now, they still sell these, actually. I actually pulled that up when that person asked me about it. I pulled them up, and I think it's, I don't remember what it is. Google Fluid Momentum mod. Fluid Momentum mod. I think it's fluid-mods.com. They are not cheap, by the way. They're $400. And when I bought this, that was not a terribly unreasonable price to pay for a stab wood, really tiny little mod. I want to say Damien did a review of them. I don't know if Todd did or not. But they are still available. They've got a few up on their sites, and at least historically, they used to refresh them pretty often with different color woods and different things. Now, there's a couple tiny little blims in this one, but they're fixed, right? If I can say that. I'll zoom in and show you on this one. And I knew this before because they take good pictures. But there's a couple little gaps in the wood that they've since filled with like a clear epoxy, which is the same finish as the rest of this. And in fact, you can see my battery through there a little bit. So there's a couple little spots like that, but this thing's been super reliable. And I mean, it's one of the few non-squonk things I've kept around. This is what I pulse my exoset coils on to clean them up because it's tiny and right here and well made. The only thing that when I reviewed this on the channel, the only thing that I really had a big gripe about, I feel the knurling on the top cap or the battery cap is a little sharp. It's a little rough. I mean, it doesn't need to be quite that sharp. But it's not bad. It's just a little sharp. And then the other thing is the button. The button is really large and nice and easy to find to fire. But and I should finish that. But the button is also kind of wiggly. Like it's not very sturdy. Not sturdy. How to say this? It doesn't travel in a perfectly straight path. We'll put it that way. So you can actually push it like on the side, and it fires, and that's fine. But it makes it feel a little cheap. That was one of the very few cons that I could find about it. One of the other pros I haven't mentioned is the adjustment buttons are on the bottom, which I really like, including a USB charge, micro USB charger on the bottom. I've got a piece of sellotape on the bottom, so that way I can set it down on the thing and it doesn't scratch. But that's just what I've had on there forever. Anyway, so that's the fluid minimum. This is just to answer the question that we had in comments a while back. To be clearer, that's all. Yeah, talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you want to go ahead.
I was going to say really quickly, we have our Cyber Monday sale. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show, and gas running for another 3 hours, I believe.
Yes.
Quick rundown: buy one get one $5. So quick maths. It's $12 for 230s, but probably better value is $40 for two 120s. Yeah, so another 3 hours on that. Sorry for anyone watching. More than 3 hours from now.
Do you have the graphic, Ahmed?
I do. Let me pull it up real quick.
DRB328 says, if this is a high horse Pico with a DNA, yes, it is. It was out before the Pico, sorry. But it is, that's basically what it is.
Simpsons did it. Here is the graphic. I'll show it to y'all real quick, and then I'll post it in the side chat. Boom.
Boom. Nice.
Buy one bottle of juice, and that's one bottle of juice of any size. Get the other one for $5 or whatever it was.
So the good value is to buy one, buy 120.
So on to some Florida news. We got a panel is looking at a vaping restriction. they're basically saying vaping could be banned in workplaces and nursing home and assisted living facilities. Residents could be guaranteed certain rights, including the ability to sue without limitations. So this proposal is part of a series of healthcare-related legislations being considered by a Florida panel that has the power to place a proposed constitutional amendment in the 2018 ballot. So if you're in Florida, you might want to keep an eye on this. I'm going to put the link in chat. Basically, Representative, I believe, is Florida State Senator Lisa Carlton, the sponsor of the measure on vaping, said her goal was to amend the Florida Constitution to make it clear that the state's existing ban in smoking in workplaces also incorporates vaping. The goal is if you cannot smoke there, you can't vape there. So might want to keep an eye on that. More than 70% of the voters approved that smoking ban in 2002. So, it's going to be interesting how that plays out. So, I'm not sure what goes on with the nursing home and assisted living facilities. I mean, you would figure that if these folks have been smoking for, 60, 70 years, trying to get them to switch to vaping, I'm wondering if it's more directed towards the workers, but
I would imagine the workers, yeah, and it's also healthcare shit,
yeah,
and they're pretty, really about it.
So there you go. Keep an eye on that. Hey.
I have exactly one more thing to talk about.
Do it.
So why don't you guys, I feel like I talked to a couple things there. You got anything else to talk about?
I know there's in Minnesota there's a local activist trying to call out over 21 laws that's promoting teen smoking. Basically, there's proponents of a Tobacco 21 claiming raising the smoking age to 21 will prevent youth smoking. It says with no empirical data to support it. The policy remains based around a hopeful speculation. They're calling it T21. Basically they're trying to change that age there in Minnesota. So why? Because they're idiots.
Yeah, I realized something. You know what's nice about having this is that I have a second one of these that is blank. So I can, I don't know, get some other ideas.
So, Gizzard Stu said Minnesota was balmy today. Dude, my buddy was in Denver today, and he was like, "Yeah, it's 80." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, and it's going to be in the 30s tomorrow." I'm like, "Holy shit!"
The fuck?
That's a swing. That's what I call down here. Your ass is getting sick. Shit happens in Florida all the time.
Yep.
So
pretty nice here. 50 during the day.
So I did order some vape mails this last week, or 2 weeks ago, I think. And it took a minute to get here because I ordered it all the way from across the pond, and it came with some stickers.
Ooh.
So this is I ordered some stuff from modmaker.co.uk. Our friend Rick, who is one of the hosts over on iOS, our child show in the UK's. And the reason I put it in order was because of these. So Rick came out with some Squonka bottles a while back. They're kind of in the super soft style, and they work fine. They're basically like a super soft with a nicer lid and a gasket, so they do not leak, and they're airtight, which is nice. And they're reasonably priced, which is cool. But I didn't use them that much because I really like silicone bottles. So he came out with silicone bottles, and I ordered one I put an order just for these, and they come like these. So this is I think they call it a DIY pack because they come with the bottle, and they come with the tube separate, and they come with cap. There's a 2-piece cap, and they come with these really cool little silicone gaskets. And these basically function in the same way as his other ones do, in that they kind of go between the main body and the lid that you screw down, and it makes it really nice and airtight without having to have I don't know, without having to have something on the other side of it to seal it perfectly. He kind of like shortcuts it and makes it work every time with the gasket. So once you get these things on there, it just sort of stays down to the threads. Gotta set it down there and screw this guy down, and it works like a cheat. Works like a champ. Works like a champ. Oh, sorry, it actually stayed up at the top. My bad. Stay up here. So yeah, silicone to silicone, getting it nice and sealed. So far, I've really enjoyed using it. That's what's been inside of here. I've got a black one here. They get black and kind of a frosted color. They are slightly smaller in capacity. I think they're like 5.5 mil, if I remember right. But that makes them smaller in form factor, and they can fit in just about anything. That slides into the freehand without a problem. The Cappy that I've been using, not Cappy. Yeah, the Cappy with the Delrin tops, one of the newer style Cappies. It will go into the fluid, or not the fluid, but the freehand. But I kind of have to work it a little bit to get it up there. These guys just slide right in, and it's held in place, of course, by the bottom cap. Perfectly fine. So they're awesome, and they're cheap. But I figured since I was already ordering from there, I would get. I got a lot more tubing just in case I need it. But the other thing came with this little thing. Look at this little guy. So this is kind of like a microfibery kind of drawstring bag. And inside of here is the Mod Maker 510 toolkit. So there's a purpose-built wrench and some. Wait. Is that what this is? Yeah, that's what this is. I was trying to remember if I bought the polishing thing. I did not buy the polishing thing. They do have a polishing jig, and I didn't end up buying that. So that's what this is. I clearly haven't taken it out because I haven't needed it yet. But at some point when I buy a Titan Squonker, when it comes out, I'm gonna need I might want a 510 kit. So I ordered one of these guys. Really inexpensive also for this guy, and it comes in that neat little bag. It reminds me of an Oakley bag, the little kind of silky microfibery sort of material. What do you call it? Well, I don't know what you guys call it. My wife and I have been calling them glasses panties for a long time. That was something that she thought was funny. So she calls them glasses panties. I don't think she'd mind me say that. She says it in public. She's all right. God, I hope she doesn't watch the show.
You don't have anything to worry about there.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Oh yeah, and I also ordered some of the safeties for the Mod Maker 510 as well. They just kind of clip on, and you can rotate it out for one of those mechanical mods and have a hard safety, so it doesn't go up in your pocket, which is nice.
Nice.
So these things work great. I'm a fan. I think these things are really nice. They are quite a bit less expensive than like silks and that kind of thing. And Rick is sort of person that keeps them in stock too, which is also nice. Now you do have to ship obviously from the UK, and it's £10. I think it's £10 sterling.
It's like $22.
So it's about $12 or whatever, $13. So if you're going to order from them, do like I did and buy a couple of things. There's no reason to skimp out when you're already paying $12 in shipping.
So, I purchased yesterday a new board that just came out. That's still in beta, but you can purchase it if you want. I'm going to put a picture right there. This is the NL-PWM V2 beta board. If you guys remember a while back, a guy by the name of Mark, he had one of the PWM boards that was, I'm not going to say mass produced, but had a good amount of them in. This is way advanced from that board. I have another picture here. Here's the backside of it. Okay. Some of the features on this board is pretty much the description is the variable voltage, variable wattage, all-in-one regulator, straight PWM board where you can actually select the output voltage, RMS, or the output wattage instead of just the duty cycle. Remember, when we were messing with the PWM boards, what you were setting was that duty cycle. Okay. Yeah. It also has duty. It also has a programming port on the board, and you can buy a $5 programmer directly from the site. That's voltrove.com, and I'll put the link in chat. Or any AVR ISP programmer will work on it, okay? It's got a standard 6-pin, what's called an ICSP header on it, and that's this area. You can see it on the image there, right there, around the bottom. As you can see, these boards already have the fire, the up and the down button already on them. So it is, I believe, only 4 wires to wire this thing together. That's it. Yep, only 4 wires. So it also sports a 0.28 inch 3-digit 7-segment display, the onboard fire up and down buttons switches, and 2 N-channel MOSFETs. Only 4 wires to wire up the board. Now,
so
one thing with the board.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I had a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So you said you can select wattage on it. So is it? So I assume that it can read resistance then, yeah?
Yes. So the one thing that this board does not have is reverse polarity protection. Okay, and part of the reason, if this board is basically going, most of the time is used with a LiPo, and you usually have an XT connector. If I have one handy available, but anyways, they only go in one way. So you know, you can't, you know, reverse it. So that's one of the things. This one does not have reverse polarity protection. So it's the features are a lock and unlock on the fire button. The input voltage is anywhere from 2S to 4S. Okay, and it's automatically detected on the board. It's got a low voltage cutoff that you can set for lithium ion or lithium polymer, user selectable. So if you're running this in a configuration with a sled and batteries, you could set it for that. If you're running it with a LiPo, you can set it for that. You can check the unloaded voltage, which works just like a standard voltmeter, or you can check the loaded voltage, you know, where you can keep an eye on battery sag and drop. It's got resistance reading. It's got overcurrent protection. They still recommend, you know, doing like 60 amp fuses, putting the small fuses in there when you're doing a build. It's got a battery gauge, and you can switch between variable voltage and variable wattage modes. And the cool thing is that more features are going to be added to this board, all done by the programming. So they're calling it still a beta board because you're going to be able to add more features to it. So as they work on them. So a few other things that they have on the site, they have board mounts, so you can actually have a mount to put in a box, in like a G box. They also have the programmers and actuator buttons, and the actuator buttons are cheap, man. $3.50 for the stainless steel and $4 for the black ones. So and here's a picture of. Let's see. Here's a picture of the actuators, and that's pretty cool for that price. So, but yeah, you can check it out. Site is voltrove.com, and I will put it in chat. And the board itself is $40, 40. They also have the board that's been out for a little bit, which is the Smart PWM. That's a V3, and that one you need a potentiometer, and you need a few other things. But the cool thing about that board is it's freaking tiny. Look at the size of this thing. There it is right there.
Whoa!
Yeah. So, yeah,
that's just
super
giant,
small.
like giant heat sinks on the bottom.
Yeah. Yep. No, that's where you connect for your output. So.
Oh right.
Yeah. So basically on this one you set the stuff with the pot instead of the buttons up and down. So, but same kind of setup. So.
But super dinky, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. So there you go. And they also they're sold out of the DNA 250s. They have that in the on the site too. But there you go. Check it out. Kind of cool build.
William just reminded me also on Vaping News that that billet boxes are on Cyber Monday sale still, and new billet boxes are $211, and the ones with fancier buttons are $222.
I saw them make a post about, well, I guess it's Cyber Monday, so we might as well have some stock up there. And so there you go.
There's bunches of colors up too, including an RPG piebald. Hello. I do miss my RPG. It was such a cool color. Such a cool color. That's actually a pretty reasonable picture too. Most of the time the pictures are kind of a little bit off. That's actually really close to the right color.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just want to mention because there's a lot of colors up and they're on a pretty significant sale. Will wants somebody to buy the RPG so he doesn't. Oh, think about it like this, Will. It's got the piebald button on it. You're going to want to replace that button anyway. So it's just like a waste of another $20.
With a bullet button, right?
No, man, you got to get the JMK buttons. These things are badass.
I saw someone have like a bullet casing button. I'm like,
yeah, they make one. It was like a 45 shell.
So,
oh shit, there's an RPG blim up too. Kevin says. Oh shit.
Yeah. So somebody posted a image on Reddit that is right here. And it's an image of a burnt up, exploded bottom.
Yes.
E-Leaf iCare Mini PCC kit. Okay. The guy says mine exploded while charging. All right. So as you know, we try to do, reading down through the comments. I saw this a few days ago. But basically they asked the guy, okay, what charger did you use? And he said he used his Samsung charger that happens to have the adaptive charging. Okay. And, you got all these guys going back and forth saying, the device will only, the device will control what it can pull from the charger and all this stuff. Well, basically what happens with the adaptive chargers is it goes up to 9 volt to dump a lot of charge in the device while being charged for the first 60% of the of the device. So like when you plug your phone in, it does rapid charging. So some guy was saying, well, something like this happened to me by using a Bluetooth speaker that I wanted to charge, and there's actually proof that if you're using these adaptive chargers for something other than the Samsung phones or something that can control what the adaptive charging is, it could get, the device could say, yeah, I can do adaptive charging and not really mean that. So what they're saying about this picture that was posted is that probably user error by not using the correct wall wart for it. So
yeah, the only thing yeah.
Okay. Boom. But anyways, I mean, E-Leaf stuff's always blowing up, but
yep.
It's just I would not it's no chance in risking it. So but there you go.
Those sandals, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the thing is, those having previously owned an iCare, at half an amp, those things do not take that long to charge. Like, what the fuck are you in such a hurry for?
Yeah. And what it looks like
charge in 3 seconds.
What it looks like it did is it just overheated that area. I don't know about if it blew up. It looks like it just
it overheated and blew the
shit out of it,
or some shit, or capacitor or something.
Yeah. So there you go.
Should have opened it up. I would like to see inside.
Yeah, there's a few other people saying mine caught fire while charging. Luckily, I was sitting there. It was 2 weeks old, using the original charger for 30 minutes and a third of it charged. So sea leaves.
Yep. Actually,
someone
really
said,
bad because
someone said, "Damn, you have some skinny legs."
Do you remember when the iStick 50 watts were blowing up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we probably covered it on the show. So after that news had broken, I'd already gotten one for my older brother when he was living in Thailand at the time. My sister took it over, and I was just like, what
The
should I
clock
tell him?
is ticking.
Yeah. No, his worked fine, so it was good. But yeah, that could have been bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dead air. That's all I got to talk about this week.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty fucking exhausted. You?
Mm-hmm. It's been a long few days.
Oh, yeah. I should ask at the beginning, how was everyone's Thanksgiving?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We
Well,
didn't get to do a whole turkey this year because we didn't have any family over. So Christina got a
breast.
just the turkey breast, and we did it in the slow cooker. It was really good. That way the oven was open for all the sides and whatnot that we were doing.
We had the inverse actually this year. We did the first full turkey we've done in probably like 4 or 5 years. We've been doing breast, like just 8-pound breast for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
that was the first full turkey we did in a while because we had 8 people.
Oh, sure. Yeah, with your family.
Fewest amount of leftovers I've had to throw out in a long time. Very little. Like we had enough. I ate leftovers for fucking 2 days after. So
true.
Nice.
As long as you got enough cranberry sauce to go around, you're all right.
Eesh.
I'm not too big on cranberry sauce. I was worried about having enough gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Gravy's always short.
No sauce.
To have a man bun. Fu ain't got no man bun.
No, ain't got no man bun.
Nope.
No sauce.
Nope. I still have my balls.
Boy.
All right, Master, you ready? Did you get that little thing to get us out?
No, Ahmed been slacking.
No.
Didn't send me the linkage.
That's all right. We'll try to anchor for next week. All right, boys. Anything else?
You said you had it, you motherfucker.
No. I do not have.
Okay, well, next I have to translate it for me next time you say I got it.
Well, you never. Okay, I got something else, but it's all good.
We'll definitely roll that next week, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anxie?
You got something else?
Oh, I thought you were frozen because you were just like this.
No, I was just waiting.
So I didn't know if you were. I didn't know if you were having.
Actually, only just waiting phase.
I didn't know if you were having vagina pillow dreams or. I don't know. All right, here we go.
The thing goes.
Thanks for coming by, everybody. We'll see you again here next week. As always, same Plumes time, same Plumes channel. Peace out.
Adios.